7.
Our Craig Singhaus has taken the helm of hundreds of classic cars, trucks, buses, and even a few airplanes over the years. But perhaps the one vehicle that his fans relished the most was the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. So it's with some familiarity that he shares with us his latest and perhaps sweetest ride yet.
It's a shape as familiar to the American public as the Coke bottle or the Chevy bow tie. It's the Hershey Kiss, that delectable morsel of chocolate that has delighted those with a sweet tooth for almost 100 years. And now, following in the tradition of such great automotive marketing icons as the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, comes the sweetest ride this side of Hershey, Pennsylvania, the Kissmobile. It's 25.5 feet of confection perfection, and it's on tour nationally to spread smiles and raise money for a very worthwhile cause. Heidi Nelson and Carrie DeVille are two of the chocolate ambassadors who pilot this candy-coated custom.
Well, the Kissmobile is exactly what it looks like. It's 3 gigantic Hershey Kisses on wheels, and we tour the country sharing Hershey's hugs and kisses with children and adults of all ages. Meanwhile, we raise donations for the Children's Miracle Network and their local children's hospitals.
In diameter, it's about 8 feet wide, 11.5 feet tall, and 25.5 feet long. Traffic's always interesting. We get a lot of horn honking. Heidi and I like to say that we're on parade because we do a lot of smiling and waving. People's reactions are priceless. For the most part, I think shocked and surprised is it's a pretty big combination of both. You'll have people running up to the Kissmobile, chasing you down the street, running through traffic, hanging out of their windows with their video cameras, taping you, so you get a very wide range of reactions. It's kind of like being on an amusement park ride is what I would compare it to, except you're driving it down the street and all across the country. It's a lot easier to drive than it looks. I will tell you that. I was a little nervous when I first looked at it, but I've grown to love it, and in fact, I don't even think I would know how to drive a normal car now.
It's remarkably like a real truck.
The Hershey's Kissmobile has 3 different Hershey Kisses aboard, and the first is the classic milk chocolate Hershey's Kiss, and that's the cab of the Kissmobile. That's where we drive and travel the country. And the second Hershey Kiss is the Hershey Kiss with Almonds, and that's really the most exciting part of the Kissmobile. The Hershey Kiss with Almonds opens up, and we have an entertainment center with karaoke and an interactive game called the Great Kiss Race, a bunch of other fun activities for kids and adults.
Now, the last kiss, marked dark chocolate, is actually refrigerated to store a trunk full of chocolate treats.
When it is full, we have in fact 230,000 Hershey Kisses on board, which is literally a ton of chocolate. So you can understand why that is our favorite part. We sometimes lock ourselves in there and just eat.
In addition to visiting local hospitals, the Kissmobile also visits anywhere there are a gathering of kids. Usually one of the chocolate ambassadors dons the Kissy outfit, but guess who volunteered to be Kissy for this fundraising? Like I've always said, anything for charity.
Each city that we visit, our primary event is visiting the Children's Hospital that we're raising donations for, but we also visit a lot of different retail locations, as well as zoos, festivals, parades, and all sorts of events. The kids get so excited. It's so fun to see their faces because they are just crazy with excitement, and they're trying to climb the Kissmobile and sing karaoke, and they get really excited. It's fun to see their excitement.
And it's not just for kids. Kids of all ages love this sweet ride. And since it ultimately raises funds for such a good cause, well, we hope that the Kissmobile will continue to chock a lot of miles up on the high road.